Files.com with a review. What I'm looking at today is the second season of The Punisher, aired on Netflix. And it was pretty good. It's an oddly not bingeable series though, in that, and this has something to do with Marvel not making their series concise enough that it doesn't binge well. I brought this up in the past, but like with The Bodyguard, a BBC series. And we should mention the British are particularly good at this. It was 8 episodes, but it felt full and complete. While conversely, for the most part, the Marvel series on Netflix are all 13 episodes, and they feel bloated, again, for the most part. Especially when binged. They don't tend to flow very well. Even the better series have this problem. I didn't go into the second season of The Punisher with the intention to binge it. I just simply watched an episode or two every few days and finished it that way. And when you do that, it actually works surprisingly well. There's a sidekick who's not irritating. Ben Barnes, who plays Jigsaw, is also very well done. And if you've seen the series, you'll notice that his facial scarring is relatively slight, especially compared to what was done in Punisher Warzone and in the comics. And that makes perfect sense. Why is that? Because people are vain. So myself, I've had a pimple on my face and it will weird me out, frankly. And his scarring was pretty extensive. It just didn't make him look unattractive. But in his mind, he looked terrible. And that's the way people tend to work. It doesn't take massive, bizarre, Frankensteinian scarring to make someone feel unattractive and just somehow worthless. So his scarring was very mild. But that was perfect. That's as it should have been, especially with the more realistic tone of these Marvel Netflix series. Though, another reason I didn't binge it was that, as you're probably aware, Netflix has a thing with Marvel television. Don't know what it is, don't know the background, but they are canceling the shows left and right. They got rid of Iron Fist. They got rid of Luke Cage. I could see Iron Fist, Luke Cage, maybe. Daredevil, not at all. Its second season was arguably... No, I'm sorry. Its third season was arguably the best yet, and they could have went for more, I think. But for whatever reason, they decided to not continue with that series. And you could say ratings, but there's one problem with that. Netflix doesn't release their ratings. They may tell you something was very highly rated, like Bird Box, but they don't tell you their methodology. They don't tell you how they achieve these ratings. So other companies guess what those ratings are, but no one knows for certain other than Netflix. So I don't buy that, frankly. And so online there's talk about Steve Lightfoot, I believe that's his name, who is the showrunner for Marvel's The Punisher on Netflix, talking about how he's entering talks for the third season. And some people are implying that that means there will be a third season of The Punisher. That is utter nonsense. That is ludicrous. Because you can go into talks as much as you like. If Netflix wants to cancel that series, they're going to cancel it. Plus, I recall reading somewhere that the ratings for the second season of The Punisher were off something in the nature of 40% from season 1. Now that's a pretty huge drop, but it's still relatively high. In other words, so 60% of those ratings were in line with projections. So I still don't, from a ratings standpoint anyway, well, assuming the ratings are accurate, then from a ratings standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. If you like The Punisher, check it out. it will always be available on Netflix in case they do decide to cancel it, which they very well might. It's a great season, lots of action, very violent, but well done, worth your time. This is Brian, screenfiles.com and Review. Peace.